Hello and welcome to the Daytona Final Practice here for the NNSCRA T Mobile Cup Series Season 2. As you see the cars that are coming out here and rolling off on the track. Season 2 is officially here. We got Daytona 500 Final Practice. We also got the Daytona Final Practice for the Super Speedway Series as well. They will be going out first in the races, and then the NNSCRA guys will be out second in the races. So make sure you stay tuned for that. See cars rolling out on the track. Let's go to the first car that was on there, which I believe that was 12. And indeed it is. Matt Gallio, car number 12 in the Altel Dodge, making his debut in this series. Made his debut in the NRSL series. He didn't have much of a run there, but driving the ride that LJ Mills was in last season. Matt Gallio, well-known guy in the NR community now. Let's see what he can do in this ride. Dylan Pote, car number 31, returning back to the 31 after having a stellar season-ish in the 31 AT&T Chevrolet, the Jeff Burton colors. Pote, a NNSCRA veteran that's normally in the NNSCRA leagues. Pote try to continue what he left off in normal NNSCRA leagues and try to continue his dominance. Dylan Young, car number 16, back in the 3M Ford. This is the only series that you're probably going to see D. Young in out of all four of these series. And why is that, he left the NRSL after Zengiltis this season, so he could, work in the other series and all that stuff and run the NRSL. This is probably the only time you're probably going to see that name in, on my channel and stuff in my series, so we'll see what D. Young could do. He did, I believe, win a race in Roush, where Roush was having a dominant season. Eric Burton, car number 07 in the Jack Daniel Chevrolet. Very surprised to see this guy come back after many speculations reporting after Season 1 that he may not come back after all next season. Doesn't look like it. Eric Burton in car number 07, Jack Daniel Chevrolet, had made an announcement that he will be coming back not in the 10, but in the 07. As Sky Commons had reserved in the 10 because he wasn't going to make signups. But Eric Burton, though, we'll see what he can do. He had a averagey season in the 10, but we'll see what he can do in the Jack Daniel Chevrolet. And speaking of that 10 car, there he is right there. William Duncan, car number 22, making his rookie season debut here in this series. And William, I can't wait to see him what he can do. This guy's got one stellar talent right here. Driving for Bill Davis Racing in the 22 Camry right there. Duncan, though, well-known veteran, the ARTSA and the very soon ISRC, I believe, is what the new league is called. Former INRL, but now ISRC, I believe it's called. I hope I pronounced it correct. If I didn't, I'm sorry, William, if you're watching this. But, yeah. Duncan, though, give him some time, though. He'll adapt to those cars, and he's already 7 passes right now. Ryan Fitzy, car number 66. Now, I don't know much about this guy, but he's driving the car that I believe Jeff James was in last season, and it is correct. And James did not win a race that season, that car. Fitzy, I guess, is starting off in the NR League, so this is his first ever series. So I'm looking forward to see what Ryan Fitzy can do. And this has been, for some apparent reason, people have liked to join my series and make their first ever NR start. So I appreciate you guys coming on by and checking this out first. It means a lot to me and all that. So best of luck to Fitzy in his first ever series he's in. Angel Navarro driving the number 6. Momo Akari drove that car last season, had 2 wins. Surprising enough, Enrage Media Corporation did not come back not only to the 6, but even to the series. Very surprised on it there. Navarro, though, however, is making his rookie season this season. Can he do what Momo did and prove a lot of people wrong? Oh, and get this, in that car was the runner-up in the 500. Pete Skirvin, car number 40 in the Fastenal Dodge. Skirvin, who is the Season 4 Outback Series champion in the NRSL, making her debut in the NNSCRA T Mobile Cup Series. Skirvin in the 24, or 40, excuse me, I'm used to saying 24 because of what number she's in the series before. She's with the 24 anyway, behind her. Skirvin, I can't wait to see what she can do. If she can win this championship after winning the Outback, something right happened. James Qualls in car number 24. Joseph Lombard was coming back to the series, but he didn't sign up for the 24. So instead, James Qualls, who had the early reserve because he wasn't able to make because he was out of town, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he is 5th fastest right now with 46.892, which is his last lap. Qualls, who drove the number 2 last season, had a not good of a season there in the Blue Deuce, but now driving one of his favorite drivers right there, the Jeff Gordon colors, before he made that black and whites. This is the last, Iraq F08 was the last season you see the red and blue there, so Qualls, let's see what he can do. Looking forward to see what he can do there. Michael Norman, his teammate, Qualls' new teammate, Michael Norman, the Amp Energy Chevrolet, returning to the 88 yet again, the big diehard Dale Jr. fan. Currently slowest right now, and he's not had any drafting partner. Michael Norman, though, had a stellar season, the 88. Trying to see if he can look for better and hopefully to improve this season. Sky Commons, car number 10. As mentioned, Eric Berman was not in that car this season. However, Sky Commons is making his rookie season. That is the Season 3 NRSL Orlando Cup Series champion. And sorry if you can't hear me well, I'm a little sickened. Oh, we got a crash. I don't know who that was. We'll take a look at that at the end of the final practice and all. But comments, though. Cup Series champion, like Skirvin. If he can win the championship, this would be huge. He's driving in the Scott Riggs machine. Or excuse me, not Scott Riggs. That's Patrick Carpati, excuse me. Sam Curtis, car number 00, making his first ever series appearance. I don't know much about Sam Curtis, although it is the brother of DJ and Ash Curtis. However, DJ, surprisingly enough, is not a part of these series. It has been Sam and Ash. So I'm looking forward to see what Sam can do, making his first ever series start. Car number 29, Austin Mongold, the Shell Pinzol Chevrolet. Returns to 29 yet again, Mongold. Trying to make sure he has a better season than last season. Man, did he have such a horrid season at that time. Mongold hopefully to improve this season, and I'm looking forward to see what Mongold can do. He did really well in the Outback Series despite having a bad chase, but oh, we had a spin, I guess, off 3. Oh, on 4, actually. Oh, we'll take a look at that mandate. Alan Cavagnaro is going to make his rookie season debut in the NNSCRA T Mobile Cup Series, other than Red Bull Racing. No surprise there. He's in Red Bull Racing in the Arkansas Series, which is well known there. And no surprise here, well, he's in Red Bull this season. So I think it would not surprise me that he would do well. Jake Baskinger drove that car last season, that exact car. Good news, however, he's with Baskinger this season, and those two have adapted with each other very, very well. We got some grass up here. Oh, that's Charles Jackson. He is smoking car number 11, who's returning to 11. Did not have a good season. He got involved in whatever happened. We'll take a look at all of our wrecks, what happened at the end. We got a hornet's nest coming up here, catching up to Angel Navarro. And the leader of it is Skylar Dixon, making his rookie season and series debut for my channel. So welcome aboard, Skylar Dixon. I'm looking forward to see what Skylar can do as they have approached Angel Navarro right there. Running what Alan, and I actually made a mistake. Actually, Alan Cavagnaro is not a rookie this season. He is actually a veteran. My mistake there. That was the car he drove last season. So my apologies. I'll be able to fix it before the Daytona 500, all that stuff. So when that happens. But the 96 car did not win a race this season. However, Skylar Dixon, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, he was a part of Noah Hart's series, I believe it was at the time. And one other series I can't think of. I think it was Pichu's series. But Skylar Dixon, 36 fastest right now. There's Johnny Gardner, car number 2. The ride that James Qualls was in last season. Gardner, a rookie this season. He made his series debut in the Outback Series. Now he's making this series debut in this series driving in the Blue Deuce, which is probably going to be the only time you'll probably see him in the Blue Deuce because obviously it's me. LOL. So we'll see what happens to Mr. Gardner. Looking forward to him. He's 9th fastest right now. We're going to put our picker up, see who's running where in the fast turn. We got about 15 minutes left to practice. And approaching set Golden of 5. Anthony McCurry, car number 1. Who's actually back home from the Madagascar trip. As you can see, he's running right now. He's currently 3rd fastest right now. Wow, that trip might have helped him with some motivation and all that. But the Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet, see what he can do. As Dylan Young is slow. He must have been involved in some type of wreck. Looking forward to see what McCurry can do. As the 77th coming down, that is Kevin Becker, who I believe has who had a checkup from Young there. Oh, wow, someone hit the wall there. He went from the 00 to the 77. We'll see what he can do. Cars on pit road. Let's go to an actual driver. How about the 28 of Eric Powers, the dad of famous NRSL driver Mason Powers? Now, Eric, the dad here, from what we know of, is that he has only been a part of the special races that was there. I believe he's only been in one special race. That 33 almost did have a little page right there to check there. Poking the wall, and same for Norman. And, wow. They're coming up pit road. I believe they were involved in that wreck, was what happened. But Eric Powers, see what he can do. You know, if Mason can do well, I would not be surprised if Eric could do well as the 30th heading down the pit road. Leading this pack right now, he's 24th, or actually 25th fastest. Seth Cole, the NNSCRA president, car number 5. 39th fastest right now, not doing well at all. Seth had a not bad season, although towards the end he was getting involved in a lot of the wrecks taking place, so it really hurt him in the standings. So what Seth needs to do this season, make sure he has a much better consistent run this season and trying to not make many mistakes as he did last season. PJ Williams, car number 17 here, making a return to the series. PJ's been one of those guys that you don't ever underestimate when it comes to being a part of a good ride. When he's on a good ride, he will do well. Just don't put your doubt in him. He's on the Roush Dream Team right now, which is a very good thing. Cody Longs drove that last season, and surprising enough, Cody did not win a race in that car. Dunham, Akari, and I believe Young did. They all won races. Lamas and, who was in the 99 at that time, I can't remember, had won a race. P2 London champion come back on track. We'll talk about him in just a minute. Mason Powers, ironic enough, with his dad right there, which I guess is good to see them working together. Mason Powers making a rookie season this season. And boy, did he shock the world in the NRSL. I'm sorry for my dog. That's you can hear in the background trying to scratch there. But Mason Powers, excuse me. Famous son of Eric Powers there. Mason can get a good season in. He'll be known as a legitimate threat in the championship, so watch out for number 15 there. Eric drove that last season, did not get a win. There's Joshua Collard right there in the 43 returning to that car. Collard in the Cheerios Dodge, that well-known car that he likes to drive. He loves driving that 43 around and loves to show off in it. Collard is 15th fastest right now. He just recently came back out on track, so Collard in that Dodge there, we'll see what he can do. As I believe, whoa, they tried to split Poteet right there. There's Devin Becker in the 77. NNSCRA president made the NNSCRA come to the Super Speedway. Chris Dollarton returning in the 33, Camping World Chevrolet. And he's announced that April 1st, 2015, I believe it is. It's 15 or 16, I don't remember, but that he's going to announce his retirement. So whatever series is going to be a part of at that time will be his last, and you know, yada, yada, yada. Dollarton, who's been a veteran for a long time in the inner community, we're going to miss him when he goes away, but don't worry, this won't be the last season. You'll probably see Mr. Dollarton here, so best of luck to the Camping World Chevrolet this season, as he did not have a good season last season. He's here to improve. Here's a 5-car pack right here. Cooper Cyron in the 19. Now, I've only known of Cooper from P2 London series, and there was another one, and that was Bandicoot. And, oh, we have a wreck that's 6 at Angel Navarro. Oh, guys, what are you doing? I think Navarro better get to the apron there, or otherwise he's going to cause a wreck. But as you can see, though, Cyron, though, 20 fastest right now, in the ride that Jake Rogers was once in. Jake had an average season. One car is through the grass, smoking. That is Poteet. That's the second backup car he's went through now. Cyron, though, trying to make sure he makes himself well known. And right now, fastest car is the 17 of Williams. Washer, who is 14th fastest right now, car number 20, back in the 20 car yet again. Washer had a pretty good season in the beginning, and then middle was averaging, and then the end he really couldn't do anything. So he missed out on the chase, and you get the rest of the picture. Speaking of Jake Baskinger, there he is. He went from the 83 to the 84, ironic enough, and this is the ride that Preston Flord was in. However, though, Flord is not a part of Red Bull, as you noticed. Alan Cavagnaro is the other driver. Baskinger, though, we'll see if it's going to really change him or not. I kind of doubt, though. He does well in it. And there's the champion, folks. P2 London, the Season 1 NNSCRA T Mobile Cup Series champion, as Poteet's back out with his third backup car. Right now battling with the 9 of Kyle Matthews. But London, though, trying to capitalize and try to be the first 2-time champion in this series. How crazy would it be for the 8 Army Chevrolet to do that, as there's the fastest car on track, come back out on track one more time. Kyle Matthews in the 9-year, when he's a part of the Outback Series last season, or in Season 4, he did not as bad in the first few races. However, though, he started to really fall apart and get involved in a lot of the wrecks to that guy. Now he's in the number 9 car, Bud Dodge. Dylan Thoreau drove it last season. He did pretty stellar. He finished top 20 in points, so Matthews, he could do pretty well this car. Watch out for Mr. Matthews. There's cars on pit road. I'm trying to find an active driver out on track that we have not talked about. There it is, Benjamin Miles in the 18. Didn't make a rookie season last season, and now this season he's in his rookie season. Miles there in the 18, currently 19th fastest. We'll see what Benjamin can do. I got to talk to Benjamin after his recently good run he had in the Outback Series last season. So he was very happy with the car that he had. He managed to get a win, which was good, but he wants improvement and wants to not be underestimated. Miles, though, like I said, 19th fastest, and driving the car that Cole Daly was in last season. So Miles, though, could be in good hands. There's Poti, there's Young, Norman. Here's the 7 of Dylan Murway. Now, I don't know much about Murway. I believe this is his first ever series as well. He's driving the Jim Beam Dodge Charger right there. And the 7 last season, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that 7 car did not win a race last season. I can't remember who was in it at that time. I believe it was Mark Holbert. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was who that was. And Holbert really did not have a good season, so Murway, he's going to have to prove himself in that car, and we'll see what can happen with him. Car coming out on track, that's Cody Lobson, the 55, who missed out getting the 48 because of a certain someone named Austin LaPlante. But Lamas, though, 39th fastest, not the fastest car out there right now, but Nick Smith drove it last season, did not do well at all. Lamas, I'll tell you what, he's going to be really hungry here, and I'll tell you what, I can't wait to see what Lamas can do. Is actually, I think he's going to throw his frustration, he's going to hold up his Hendrick teammates there. We've got a pack right here, and there's Eric Burton, William Duncan, Jessica Sheldon returning back to the 21 yet again, and the Bill Elliott, Lil Debbie Ford, going the inside of the 22 and the 07. Sheldon had made her series debut in the Super Speedway and this series first, and then, or excuse me, no, she made her debut in Outback and Universal, excuse me. But in this series, though, she did she didn't have a good season, but she didn't have a bad season. She was up in the top 25 in points. So Shelton, though, we'll see what can happen. She's 18th fastest right now. There's Lombard in the 45. Now Lombard almost missed out on signups. He managed to nab the 45 Kyle Petty car, the Wells Fargo Dodge. So very interesting there. And Lombard had won a race this last season, but I don't remember where, though, if he did. He is currently 5th fastest, so I guess the transition from the 24 to the 45 really changed a lot. And there is your Daytona 500 Season 1 champion, Trent Dunham. Can he go back-to-back, which has never been done before by Mr. Dunham? We will see. He is currently 10th fastest with a 46.518, a good car right now. And don't forget, they change once the qualifying comes into play. Remember, it's practice. 42 car, that's Ty Dent, making his series appearance. He was a part of the one-offs of the special races that's famously done here. And now he's finally in an actual series where he'll be running. Driving the Juan Taco Texaco Javelin Dodge for Petty. We'll see what Mr. Ty Dent can do. He's been well known in the NNSCRA series, proving a lot of people wrong as a young gun to win a Lights Series champion, and he's going to try to do well and get another NNSCRA series. So watch out for this guy. He probably could be a good factor. Right now, 32nd fastest though. However, let's see if we can find other people we haven't talked about. There's Sam Curtis, Ethan Hudson, car number 38, who's actually 2nd fastest right now with the 46.340, drafting with Curtis in the 01 right there, and the 10. Nathan Hudson had a really good season Outback. Managed to be in the championship hunt, but wrecked out early on. No, he was in championship hunt. He won in Brickyard, made the chase, but then fell apart towards the end, which made him an early elimination. So Hudson, though, We'll see what he can do in the PickRunnerReport.com board. Mitchell Riggs, car number 01, making his series appearance. Now, Mitchell, he was a part of NNSCRA, and he was a part of one other series I cannot think of at this very moment. But Mitchell, though, has got a lot of experience in this belt, driving the car that Chase Carpenter drove in last season, who really basically had an averagey season. But Mitchell Riggs, though, a more known name to the series, or to the community, so we'll see what Mitchell can do. There is O'Neal Balvin, car number 41 in NNSCRA regular, driving the Target Dodge. Balvin 14th fastest right now is Mongold. Something happened with that 29 there. You had to check up on, what was that? That was Cavagnar right there. Take a little bit for me to remember these names, so I'm sorry there. 4 minutes ago left to practice. Balvin, excuse me. Balvin is trying to make sure he can make himself known in this NNSCRA series. If he can do well in Oreo, Truck, and Stickers, well, I'm pretty sure he'll pretty much fit in with this series as well. Anybody else we have not talked about? We're taking a look here. But I believe we may have... Oh, Austin the Plant, car number 48. Obviously, the guy that took the Ian Dutta's ride. Dutta did not come back, I don't think. Let me double check on that to be sure. No, he didn't. Okay. LaPlante, though, 33rd fastest, not doing well at all. But don't worry, there's 3 more minutes left practice, so anything can happen. There's Norman, Poteet Young, Dalio, Murway, Syra. Now, there's one other guy we have not talked about, and that's the 99 of Levi McIntyre, making his debut in this series. Levi, we're going to be seeing him as what we have heard, that he's going to be in the Cup Series next season for the NRSL, but this is going to be good experience to get the feeling of the series and this channel and all this stuff all together for Mr. McIntyre. So the Office Depot Ford, this is the first time we're going to be seeing Levi McIntyre in, or actually the second series that we're going to see Levi McIntyre in. He made his debut in the Outback series. Taking a look through here, though, as you can see, a lot of spread now and all that stuff. You can see cars trying to come back out on track. The biggest pack that we've seen, double checking, had to be this pack here. Although it does not have the fastest car in there. 5th fastest car was on here, and it's Lombard. See if we can find another big pack. Oh, this is actually our big pack right here. His backer's going to come back down to pit road. We got less than 2 minutes to go till practice. Charles Jackson, Nathan McCurry right there. Actually, 5 NNSCRA members right here all together. You got Jackson, McCurry, Collard, Cole, and Dollarton all right here, as with Eric Powers and Johnny Gardner in the 2. Gardner regular in the NNSCRA series as well. So looking forward to see what happens there. A lot of eyes are going to be on this guy here heading into this season. See if he can go back-to-back. So we'll see about that. And obviously a lot of eyes are going to be looking at... Oh! The 12 of Mills has blown the motor, and the 07 of Eric Burton hit the wall. That's right there. A lot of eyes we're going to see once the 500 comes is going to be car number 26. Which we can find him. It's somewhere here. There he is. So a lot of eyes are going to be on Dunham. As we're going to take a quick commercial break. Give me just a second. As I apologize for that, someone was at my door there. But anyway, as you guys have noticed, there's about less than a minute left till practice. Actually, 30 seconds left. And we're going to find our fastest car. But it looks like it is going to be car number 17 of P.J. Williams. Ironic enough, I'm running with the champion right there. Someone's picking up some smoke right there. But it looks like to me, though, that this man right here will be the fastest car out here. And they will get one more lap to complete. Finish their last remaining lap. And We're just keeping an eye on this to see if Williams will hang on for the top spot here. EJ Williams, though, is looking very, very well. And car number 41. Oh, actually, shot clock cheese initiated. And we got a new fast car. It is the 38 of Nathan Hudson. I'm thinking of it, probably the biggest back that we have all day long. As he just beats 46.076. Oh man, what a car there. And now it is official. Now they're going to have this time to go back down the field. So, there it is. And no change right there, so, yeah. So, here it is from practice. Showing your rundown here. And there's the rest. Wow, look who is last. So, let's go take a look at these wrecks. And this was the one that happened to Poteet. And I believe that was Matt Dallio in the 12. First two cars that went out on track, and Dallio is going to hook the 31 of Poteet. Goes into the 18 right there of Miles, and Poteet slides, and Dallio just gets right into it right there. They both save their car, but get extensive amount of damage. That was one of two that happened to the 31 right there. Let's go take a look at some other wrecks. And this was what happened that caused the tire marks that was heading toward pit road. And it was teammates that got into each other. Charles Jackson, the 11, the 20 of Washer. Charles just didn't see Washer right there, and both they go right there. And Charles, man, he was still going at a relatively fast speed. And how fast did he go? About a 106 right there. He took a good look right there. Right in front of the 45 of Joseph Lombard right there, who managed to get out of the way right there. Wow, that's a lick right there. Let's go see other wrecks that happened. This is what happened to Poteet that got him involved into another backup car. Man, was he in a bad position. 4 wide right here with the 29 of Mongol, the 83 of Cavagnaro, and the 88 of Norman all get squeezed along with the 00 Sam Curtis. Slap the track, go into Norman. Both go into backup cars right there after that contact there. Man, that is just a tough break right there. Poteet just getting innocently taken out there. We're trying to figure out what happened with Navarro. And I think I may know now. He actually didn't know about how far away his teammate was with him. Puts himself and the 17 to the wall. Gets McCurry. Gets into the 15 of Mason Powers. And then the 6 goes around spinning. Thankfully, no one else hits him. The 17 and the 2 had to ride the wall to avoid any other mess there. And the 17 gets a little piece from the 1. What happened to Momo Akari? We'll double check to find any more instance right now. And I double checked, there is no other instance right there. So, one last time, as you can see, Hudson is the fastest car. And the slowest car, hard to believe, is the champion P2 London. So, we'll see what will happen when the 500 comes, qualifying, and then the actual race will come. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please sure to give it a like. Comment me with your thoughts of the results and all that. Subscribe to be a part of the NRSL for the exclusive coverage of the IS3 Monster Energy Super Speedway Series Season 3 and the Season 2 NNSCRA T Mobile Cup Series. Till then, goodbye for now.